We use my radio.
She just said you can do the next intro. Overrode me. I'm the executive producer.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with Ask Tammy, a series of podcasts where Tammy and Scott yell at each other, and I referee.
This dude is our marriage counselor.
Oh my God, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. The last episode was insane. Let's see if we can be nicer to each other.
I don't think we're mean. I was worried about you.
Wait, that's a revisionist story.
All right, what is our subject? Let's ask Tammy. Let's take a call. I don't have my phone. You got your phone?
Why are you so pressed about the call?
Yeah, why
Who
are
do
you
you
bringing up
have
the
like
phone
someone?
I don't have anybody. I was going to call somebody randomly. Give me a phone. Give me your call.
Look at your face. I don't have anybody call.
I don't. My phone's over there. Why would my phone be one of the cameras if I was worried about having
I'm perfectly fine doing what we're doing.
Give me your phone.
You've been.
Give me your phone, Jason.
The show.
I want to see if some.
Don't put anybody on the spot and call.
I'm down. I'll give you my phone because then you'll start calling crazy people.
Oh God.
Way to go, son.
We ain't got nothing to talk about.
No, we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about grocery store etiquette.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, we're going to talk about grocery store etiquette.
I love shopping. She hates it. I love
That's exactly the opposite.
I
when
love
I said
ironing.
food shopping.
I love ironing. She hates it.
I hate ironing. I love food shopping.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't even want to iron. That's
I love iron.
That's why I send my
I
stuff
can tell.
to the laundromat.
Yeah.
They can iron.
I see.
See? This stupid polo went to the laundromat.
You don't have to iron joggers.
I know, but I'm like, why would this go to the laundromat? Whatever.
You look good, Jace.
It just happened.
You're looking good, Jace.
So,
You're looking good, buddy.
Grocery store.
Yes, grocery store etiquette.
When you go to the grocery store, do you have a method?
Yes.
Of grocery shopping?
It's a process.
It's a process, right?
100%.
You don't just go in there willy nilly with a list of things.
No.
You go through the store the proper way.
Yeah. There is a proper strategy and a very specific strategy of when you go food shopping.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes.
No. And if you're one of those that are outside of this strategy, you're the people we're talking about.
Yeah.
When you go into a grocery store, you go to produce first, and you go so you hit produce, and then you go up and down every single aisle, and you end in the freezer section. Then you go to the belt.
But doesn't Publix have it etched out exactly that way?
Yeah, but that's the point. But even like Walmart's or wherever you're shopping, you hit produce first.
Yeah, they all have it. They must have psychoanalyzed and done.
There is definitely a theory to it.
Yeah.
Like they put the milk and the stuff, the dairy product all the way in the back.
Yeah.
So all the high-end stuff was in the back. And so you have to walk past all this other crap.
Yeah.
To get to the good stuff, the stuff you need. So we all go to Publix, but I've been to other states.
Is there any Fresh Market and Publix are my go-to, man? Is there any other place better than that? Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, no, I like them both. Trader Joe's.
No.
I
will tell you what. The chicken wings at Trader Joe's, the organic chicken wings, are by far the meatiest, the best chicken wings you can get. There's some things at Trader Joe's that are really good.
Yeah,
but
hold on. We'll get to that in a second.
But the grocery store thing, you definitely.
Yeah.
Our Publix or my Publix is the produce is to the right.
Yes.
Along with
you go right.
deli and everything. So you immediately go to the right, and then you just go up and down the aisles.
Or are you the type of person that has a list? And you go in, you get the list, you walk out. No ifs, ands, or buts. No last minute.
That's called Instacart.
No, that's just, do you have a list, or are you a go up and down the aisle, make sure you didn't forget anything, something might jump out that you weren't thinking about.
I got it all memorized.
But
You're one of them.
No, I am. Seriously, I can memorize, and I know exactly. Granted, because a lot of times, babe, truthfully, you and I will buy, it's a mile up the street. So we'll go per meal and get the freshest meals ever. And we'll go, and then we'll go the next day because we enjoy going.
Well, the other thing we were talking about,
or something,
sure.
is when you load the cart onto the conveyor belt. We found out that we are very similar shoppers. When he's a little different. I'll just throw everything in the cart, as I'm going up and down. But when I layer the food on the belt, it's in categories. All of the processed foods together, all of the produces together,
like the big box stuff,
the toilet paper with the paper towels.
But they do that for you.
No,
when it comes from the cart to the conveyor.
But wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Because I want them to pack it specifically.
Paper first plastic.
Oh,
plastic.
Oh, no.
Thank you. You and I are the same
Not
person.
plastic. Why do you need
See,
paper?
'cause you
1
don't- 'cause you don't-
billion % plastic.
Because you don't play piano.
What?
It will break your fingers because I have to do it in one trip.
You just made yourself sound really bad.
Now,
And it breaks my fingers.
Please
And I have all
edit
that weight.
Please edit that part
I'm
out.
old, and I'm not editing a damn thing. I am old school paper because it's recycled paper, so I'm doing good. Bro, got to do paper. So much more fits in
So
there.
here's the con with paper. It's 27 trips into the house when you can make two
Right.
No, it's
with
two.
plastic.
Yeah.
And everybody reuses plastic for 1,000 other things
Of
around the
course.
house. Nobody uses paper again unless
Yeah.
it's firewood starter.
right.
Self checkout versus teller.
Oh, self-checkout.
Self?
Self-checkout.
I go to a person because I would like to have a conversation with them.
Oh,
and
no.
and that's I just find that they're taking away jobs.
I will say I
like
will
it.
go to a person if my cart
That-
has 100,000 things in it.
Well, yeah, and I'll go to self checkout if I'm going.
But wait, can I sum it up?
But
Yeah.
hold on. But here's how OCD I am. Even when I self-checkout,
You're grabbing the card. Yeah.
I
I'll do
grab
that too.
my stuff specific,
Yep.
ring it in, and bag it in the exact order I would
wait.
have laid it on
Yep.
the shelf.
Let me be clear.
Oh God, Kelly, that's for you.
Unless
Let me be
you
clear.
clock me in, there is no
Right.
way in the
Yeah.
hell I'm checking out
See,
myself.
and I'm looking for efficiency. I want in. I want
No.
out.
No, I don't like that because and another thing at
Can't
Publix too.
stand it.
At Publix, they are now asking you, "Hey, do you have your phone number registered here with us?" And
Well, that's
every
because of
single-
rewards.
Yeah, but you don't
You're
get
not
any
getting
rewards.
That's the whole price.
They,
don't.
no, they have.
No, they
they
don't.
have the worst. Forgive me. The worst rewards program I've ever.
You type in your phone number and it never goes anywhere.
I got
You got
$5
1,000
off.
points and you won one great.
I got $5 off one time.
How?
And
I never. My
It's the
phone number
worst.
goes
it's
nowhere.
it's the worst. But they're like,
It
"Oh,
is
did
the
you put
worst.
your? Do you have a phone number?" I go. I escalated one day. I go, "Why do you ask me this?"
I did the same thing. I said, "Why am I putting my phone number in? It goes nowhere. I get nothing."
Yeah, and you're like, "Oh well, different promotions and different things."
They
like
don't
that."
know.
I go,
I don't get emails.
"I don't get emails."
Yeah.
No,
That's so funny.
So
it
up
bothers
north,
me.
Yeah.
up north, the big grocery stores were Safeway and Giant.
Giant was
Yeah.
like the big one.
To which your dad worked at Safeway.
Well, he worked at the factory bakery,
Oh, he
not
did.
the actual grocery store. He baked all of the breads
But
and
Safeway,
everything that goes
and
into
then wait,
the Safeway's
Harris Teeter.
stuff.
Harry Peters.
They did
Here's
such a
Peters.
great job for me. They catered one time one of my birthday parties.
Oh,
up
here's
there.
the other thing I said we'll get back to. Cherry picking versus like one-stop shop. Meaning, do you go to certain stores for
Yes.
certain things, which is where Trader Joe's came in?
100%.
Like, do you just go to Walmart for everything? Like Publix for me, unless I'm just running in for
Sure.
a quick meal. Publix is meats, produce, deli, that stuff. I'll do all my processed food and all that stuff from Walmart any day.
So Walmart, if you're going to spend $1.20 for a can of tuna fish at Publix, why not spend 60 cents? It's the funniest thing how many friends of mine that I know are very wealthy I see at Walmart because they're smart like that.
Yeah, why
you're going to
pay
pay
more
the
just
exact same
just
amount.
to
You
pay
paid
more?
less,
Yeah.
right? However, I don't want my steaks. You're not going to
That's what I
find
said. So you
Wagyu. You're not
cherry
going to
pick.
find your
Yeah, you're
bougie
gonna
stuff.
cherry
I'm
pick.
going to Fresh Market for my bougie stuff
Right.
if I don't get it shipped
So
in.
you cherry picking.
Yeah.
And then, but Publix is the all around. But dude, man, you come home and you just spent like $300, and you're like, this is $300 worth of food.
Oh yeah, no, I can't go into Publix without spending at least $80. And
I
that-
can't
Can't walk,
for like three
I can't
things.
walk
Three
out
things.
of the damn house $150.
Yeah.
And that's going to Starbucks.
So when I was little,
Starbucks.
My mom would coupon shop, and she'd go have a route, and we'd all sit in the car while my mom went grocery shopping. That left indelible scar on me. That I was just like, oh my god! I mean, what are we doing? I mean, granted, this is the '80s. Everybody left their kids in the car.
Sure.
But I got to a point where I'm just like, I'm going to one place,
One store and that's it.
That's it. And I would always buy.
You still like that?
Yeah, but I would get better now because I will go to Walmart but it's very rare.
Well, you go to Walmart for the cheap stuff, for the stuff you know.
Maybe, yeah,
Processed
possibly.
food.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Oh, listen, I get it, but I would buy the name brand stuff at Publix as opposed to just buying the Publix green beans in the can.
Yeah.
when they're the exact same thing as the Del Monte or the
Thank you.
Green
Yeah,
Giant.
that's what we said too.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
But I-
$160 or $70 at Walmart is $400
Oh,
at
listen,
Publix.
I'm
I'm not
telling
even.
you.
I'm not even
Oh,
joking.
I
I'm
know.
like,
But it left such a bad mark on me that
Yeah.
literally up to like 10 years ago, I was buying the name brands. I go, I'm an absolute idiot for doing this. I go, but man, having to go sit in the car or be drug around. Like, we didn't have Oreo cookies. You know what we had? We had Hydrox because we were cheap. Okay?
Shasta.
We had Shasta Cola. We didn't have Pepsi.
Ring O's.
Yeah.
It's shitty.
Scott,
spaghetti.
Wait, let's keep it going.
Again, we had
Maypops. You remember what a Maypop is?
Yeah.
What's a Maypop?
Maybe I don't know.
It was before Nike was ever invented.
Oh, no.
It was the cheap tennis shoe you would get at Zare.
Oh, dude, we have shoes from Kmart.
Memco.
I had the
Kmart, same
We
thing.
called them Eckerd Z's because they were just the worst.
They're called Maypops.
That's crazy. Yeah. Dude, we would get the.
They're probably worth $7,000 right now.
No, they had like 2 Velcro straps that went over the top.
Oh, you're talking about
You
them.
didn't even have to tie your shoe.
She's talking about them.
Did you ever know what pick and save is? It's kind of like an Eckerd drug.
Yeah,
type thing.
Yeah.
So
That was early Florida.
yeah, early for it. Pick
yeah,
and save.
yeah.
My dad, they used to have like a little diner or whatever. We would go there like on a Saturday and have breakfast. My dad loved it. He thought it was the greatest thing. For like $1, you got like bacon and eggs. And he's like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever. How cheap this is." I'm like, I'll never forget. That's like going.
Costco still has the $1.25 hot
Dude,
dog.
those are fantastic. But I'm
A
telling
lot
you,
of people go there to eat.
yeah,
Costco's hot dog is it.
Is it $1.50? You get a Pepsi and a freaking.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
But it's like when I was a little kid, I was so
Yeah.
mortified. I'm like, Dad,
Yeah.
you have a job. Why are you the cheapest person on the planet?
It's the principle of winning. Winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, my dad in the state of Florida could go to any gas station and find the best hot dog and soft drink combo. He knew where they all were. Him and his buddy, they just would go. He'd like, hey, I'd get 2 hot dogs and a 32-ounce Coke over there for $2. This place is amazing. We gotta go. I'm like, okay. I told my dad before he died, I go, you should have written that book, or like the
Top places
Yeah.
to get a hot
God
dog.
bless him, by the way.
the cheap man's hot dog.
Yeah.
It was like he knew every place. Oh, this exit, you go right here off the turnpike. Oh yeah, it's right here in Yeehaw Junction. They got this going. I'm like, why do you know this?
Never met the guy, but for the 20
Why do
plus
you
years
know
we've
this?
known each other,
Yeah.
and the stories you've told me, man,
Dude,
that dude, you get
Yeah.
your humor from him. It sounds.
Oh yeah, Johnny Fever, dude. That guy was the man.
Johnny Fever,
That's what we call
Big
him.
Earn.
And
Yeah.
Johnny
God rest
Fever.
his soul, and Johnny Fever, God rest his soul.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't even call my dad Dad. I just called him Johnny Fever, or I call him Fever.
Mine was Big Earn because we started the company together in '92, and oh my gosh, it's so funny because LeBron just made a comment about Bronny cannot call him dad on the court.
Right.
So when you're in a
Right, 'cause
professional
it's a-
setting,
yeah.
you call. So I always
yeah.
call my dad Big Earn. That's who he was.
Right.
Well, there was a TikTok thing that I watched that I loved. So you're a little bit different because you were in business with your dad, but do you call your parents by their name now outside of like a professional setting, or mom and dad? It was like a whole TikTok
Right.
of reactions of kids
Yeah.
calling their parents by their name, and then the reaction of the parents
Yeah.
like, who the hell do you think you're
Right.
talking to? Like, because
Oh, they
we're
get-
big
no.
on it's got to be mom and
They
dad.
get
We're
mad.
hardcore mom and dad. They'll do it sometimes just to be funny,
course.
but I know kids that legitly call their parents by their name,
I never
and
call-
it's weird.
It is a disrespect
It's
if it's not in a
weird.
professional
Right.
setting.
I
Can we all
never-
agree
yeah.
to that?
Yeah, no, it's mom and dad.
Never called my dad to his face in any
Really?
setting, and my mom explained it like I call my mom. I mean, I'd never call her Marilyn, but whatever.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it was.
I like that
my mom said that when we were learning how to talk and say names, that her dad was around a lot, and so you just call him John. And so all we heard was, instead of dad, go talk to your dad. Go talk to John. John will help you out. John. So that's all we
that's
knew.
so
and
different.
it would, but like when I would talk to other people, I go, yeah, my dad this, my dad that, and but then my dad's just an idiot. Like he's just like me, and we just started. One of my buddies called him. He goes, how's Johnny Fever doing? And I go, oh, that's gonna stick.
Yeah.
So I mean, I call him Fever, Lefeverstein. he played football in high school and college, and he got written up in the paper because he screwed up. He played defense, recovered a fumble, and ran it the wrong way. Scored a touchdown. Scored a touchdown, and basically scored a safety on their team. And,
Dang.
And he got all confused. And my uncle tells this story so much better. But in the paper, they called him Johnny Latham as opposed to Logan. So and the way my uncle tells the story, I was like, oh, that's the greatest story ever. So I call him Johnny Latham every once in a while. Or I took that as had hosting Guitar Hero, something, whatever. And they made me this, how like at Disney, they make the salad bar guy at
I started that.
Yeah,
Salad a bar was my
they give you
DJ name in Morocco.
Yeah, here you're a character. This is going to be your character. You're a guitar tech, and you're going to come up here and host this stupid thing. And I go, can I name him? And I go, how about name him Johnny Latham? So
love it.
They were like, dude, that's a great name. I go, yeah. And I told the show producer, they're like, that's hilarious. But yeah, no, we had names for my dad for everything. But yeah, Johnny Fever, man. He loved it. He thought it was great.
Yeah.
We are because of who they were.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because I've got 4 boys and I just see them all growing up. They all have 1 or 2 different things like that I have, and I'm just like this kid. I mean, my 13-year-old, he's like, Jason, what is going on? And he's like yells at me like my wife will yell at me, and then
is it a joke or you let him call you Jason?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he thinks it's funny.
He's imitating.
But then, But then I'll say stuff to my wife, and then my kid will start doing that to her. He's like, well, I don't know why you wouldn't listen to me. You just like the whole conversation. And she's like, she gets triggered at him, and she goes, stop being an asshole in this house. Rah, 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 rah. She gets upset, but I'm just like, and he'll look at me, he's like, give me a head nod. And I'm just like, yeah, you're gonna get in trouble. But it's funny. It's funny for
funny is funny.
Yeah,
we that's our conversation here at the house. Funny is funny. Some people can handle it.
Well,
yeah.
Funny.
Well, I
is
got a
funny,
crude sense
but
of humor.
sometimes you push the limit.
No, not
but then
sometimes.
you just say funny's funny.
I always push the limit.
I do too. But I have my kids all know that the truest form of comedy is repetition, or at least I say that, and it just makes me laugh. So I will say things like some guy pulled out in front of me in the neighborhood the other day, and it was me and my kid, and I go, "What a doucher! That guy is such a doucher." And I was just like,
That sounds like Pauly Shore, dude.
Yeah, but the word doucher.
Doucher.
What kind of stupid word is that? So I must have said it 50 times in a 5-minute period, and my kid's on his phone on TikTok. He's like, I go, can you believe that guy did that? You know what that guy was? He goes, a doucher, Dad? And I go, that's exactly what he was. He goes, doucher. And so for the next 10 minutes, we both were like, look at that guy. He's probably a doucher. They're all douchers.
Looks like a doucher to me.
Yeah, so he came home and he said it out loud in front of my wife, and she's like, Cooper Logan, you can't say that. I go, I know, he's being such a doucher right now. And oh my God, she's like, please stop saying words that he's going to repeat. I go, I think it's funny, but
that's brilliant.
That's funny.
This is why you have boys.
That's
I'm
right.
sure you did things
well, no.
Yeah.
I got the 2 best sons ever.
Stop.
Love my daughter. KK, love you, baby. What time is it?
KK's just rolling her eyes.
We're good. All right. So every episode.
They go by faster and faster.
Every episode, if you've noticed on the graphic, there's an extra Tammy. 3, 4, 5, and now we're 6, 7, 8, 9. How in the hell am I going to put your big ass head 9 times on this graphic?
Well, that one picture was 4 of my heads. So let's take that one off. And you've got space right there. We don't need to use that
No, we're
one.
going, I can't wait for episode 50. There's going to be 50 Tammys.
God.
They're all going to be like this
an
big.
eyeball.
She's going to be like this, man. Jason.
If we get to 50, we got issues.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
We're going to get to 50? Hell yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, make sure you watch all this stuff. Where can you find this stuff, Scott?
iShowcase TV
nice.
and YouTube Live. You can go to YouTube, check it out at iShowcase. And we're rocking. Actually, actually the viewership is pretty damn good. You can also listen to it on Spotify. You can listen to it on Apple.
Yeah.
You can listen to it on Amazon. And you can listen to it on...
And we thank you, Jason, because you have to get up at the ass crack of dawn
Ass
for a
crack
flight.
of dawn, and I have to go to the airport and deal with douchers.
You're
Damn
a
it.
doucher. That
Now,
pilot's
if I
a
say
doucher.
that word this week, I'm going to laugh. If it naturally
It's just
comes
gonna-
Word
out.
of the week, doucher.
Doucher.
We should
How do you
call
spell
we
it?
should-
Doucher.
C-H-E-R, yeah.
Doucher.
But it didn't have a little tilde on it to give an accent on the thing.
How would Ace Ventura say? Hey, doucher.
God.
On that note.
That's a good way to end it.